Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second episode of this 11th season of Hermitcraft. And yeah, I can't do this intro without talking about the skin change, right? In fact, let's just go ahead and strip off out of this copper armor. It's almost as if I never took it off, right? Yeah, this is the way I usually do it. So I stripped out the old Doom guy head, put in the copper golem head. Oh, it just feels so right. Skin aside, for the introduction of this video, I wanted to remind you what we did last episode. We animated our mineshaft. We have copper golem inhabitants moving items back and forth to bring this thing to life. Yeah, a lot of time has passed by and they've aged, they've oxidized, and become statues. Of course, we can remedy this. Oh, no, wait. Oh, is this because I'm holding the shield? Ah, the shield sort of changes your right-click interactions. And bam, we got you back, buddy. Are you going to do your thing? You going to go move some items? Wait, what if this guy turned into a statue when holding an item? Apparently, no, that didn't happen because you've got one to take back and forth. That might not be true of these other ones, though. Let's investigate here. Let's see what happens because they could be holding an item when they turn into a statue. And that didn't happen to you? I guess it didn't happen to this one either. We got quite lucky there. Of course, we want a way to prevent this from happening. And that's a rather simple thing to achieve. We just need some honeycomb, right? So back here in the farming area, you'll see that things have expanded. We got some new tree types among other farmable items. My plan for this area is to slowly turn it into something more presentable. And I'm going to do that on my live streams. So throughout these episodes, when we see this area, it'll probably just look mildly different each time. Anyways, it's over in this back area that I've been doing some underground farming. You might even be able to hear them. I've got a little honey farm set up underground. This is exactly like we did it last season. So we have our campfires underneath the bees' nests so that we can use bottles on these things. I've been needing bottles for some honey blocks for another project. But of course, it's honeycomb that we're after. So if we go ahead and right-click on these, we'll get some of that. It is actually like really awkward and cramped in here because the bees keep bumping me around while I'm trying to click on the beehives. Anyways, that's a small problem taken care of. You are no longer going to age now that I've waxed you. We're going to do a lot of stuff with copper this season, so it's important to get the supply of this in place. But as for those beehives, I got them when exploring our beautiful world. And at some point, I do kind of want to go around and just show you how wonderful this seed is. The way the world generates, there's like lots of height, and it almost feels like it's a large biomes world. It's like halfway between a regular and one of those. But on my travels, I found a horse. I found about 5 or 6. I think this was like the 6th one that I tamed. And after I tamed it, there was no need to tame anymore because this, I think, is only a tiny bit shy of being one of the fastest horses you can get in Minecraft. Look at this guy, absolutely whizzing around here. And I got the copper armor because I've been out there caving, exploring, getting materials together. This guy also has like a really high jump, so getting around this terrain is not too difficult. I think he can jump like 3 or 4 blocks. It's also got decent health. It's a pretty damn fine horse. And with it, I was able to roam around the seed and get all of those different trees and whatnot for farming. And then I would come to locations like this. And what I've learned about the cherry blossom biome and the groves is they're a great place to get these bee nests. Of course, you also need silk touch, otherwise you'll get into a little bit of trouble. So that's coming pretty nice for us. And look at this place. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is such a beautiful biome. Oh, and another one right on the outskirts. Yeah, pinching these tends to leave 1 or 2 bees homeless, which is a little bit of a downside of doing that. Anyways, let us now head back to the base. Oh, look at the views out here. As I said, I've been exploring the world, and so certain things are now in the render distance because I'm using the Bobby mod and I've got it dialed up higher than usual. All right, what are we going to be doing this episode? We are going to be doing another project involving the copper golem. I've got one for like each of these first few episodes this season. And this one, this one is like the predictable one because, well, let's just go over here. This is my storage. It's an absolute mess. And so we're going to get on top of this sooner than later. And we're going to do that with the help of the copper golem. Like I said, predictable. This is like literally the thing they were brought in the game for. So up the top here, I've been slowly digging out a space for that project, just putting down some markers to kind of figure out where things are going to go. And this room will connect to the mineshaft that we have back here. Oh, and I'm also like preparing for other future projects. And yeah, I've been making a lot of these. You know, they're going to turn into statues, and we're going to do something with all of the statues. But I'll tell you, they are taking their sweet, sweet time to oxidize. I'm wondering if they're in a group together, do they like influence their oxidizing age? Probably not, but it really feels like it. Oh, and I guess I should show you this because it feels so gratifying to bring them into the world. I got all this copper from the trial chambers, by the way. There's just loads of it down there. I just spent some time mining it all out. So anyway, we put down all of our pumpkins, and then the moment we turn them into a jack-o'-lantern, they change. So you can just walk across like this, and look, you got a whole bunch of new friends to play with. Look at me, look! I blend right in. It's like I'm one of them. All right, before we get stuck in with our project today, I do want to mention that, you know, I'm doing the gearing up thing just kind of slowly, and I was able to get an ender chest. I got some ender pearls from the trial chamber, went into the nether. We're right on a nether fortress, so found a blaze, was able to make this and get myself a little bit more organized with all the goodies in here. And I've slowly been trading with our temporary villagers over here. This is a temporary structure, and getting myself a couple of mending books. So slowly, you know, I'm going to be getting the tools that help me do things and keep them repaired and whatnot. But I'm probably just not going to be mentioning it so much anymore, since it's kind of like a slow process. And currently, once you get the ender chest and you've got, you know, a silk touch pick with mending, then you're kind of good to rock and roll.
Mr. Xisuma, Copper Golem Face Man.
Oh,
hello.
Hi. Hi, Ren. You scared me. You made me jump.
I'm sorry about that. Dude, okay. What happened to your face?
I had a face transplant. I bumped into a copper golem, and there's a copper golem with an Xisuma face somewhere on this server now.
Just a casual face transplant, dude?
Yeah, man. Just a casual. Just another one. You know?
Yeah, man. You know, just
had some free time. Just had some free time.
No,
so
let me just drop Kyle the horse off, dude.
Cal the horse.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going, bro?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Dude, I'm having so much fun. Season 11. Oh my goodness, how awesome has this week been? It's been so good.
It's been sweet. Yeah, I love this early game vibe. I miss it. I feel like we need it more often, but then that means resetting too often. So like, we've got to treasure it.
It's like it's a tricky balance that us hermits have to do, you know.
But it is.
I'm probably going to stick it at horse tech for like quite a while, I think.
Dude, that's what I want to do as well. I was thinking if we leverage the nether to use horses there, like that could give horses like a lot of wings, you know? See what I did there?
Such a great idea. Dude, I see exactly what that was amazing.
Dude, I got a sweet horse.
Oh, show me, dude, show me.
You hop on. This guy is literally, I think, about as fast as they can get, and it's got a mega jump. That actually looks like 4.5 blocks.
Bro, that is absolutely insane. Wait. Hup. Oh, like it's nothing, dude.
Yeah, easy.
Like it's nothing.
Hang
Put
on,
another block up there.
Let's do this proper. Let me grab some slabs.
Oh, dude.
Yeah?
I reckon this is 4.5 blocks. I got up onto this thing without being in the yellow of the jump bar.
Try this one. Oh my god, this is amazing. Oh, is that max jump?
Close. That's max jump, yeah.
So it's probably
close.
Like 4 and a little bit. Dang, that's cool.
Try trapdoor.
Can you do it one more time?
Okay. Try trapdoor, dude. It's going to be 4 and a pixel, I think.
I don't think it is, but like we'll try it.
Dude, can cow and this one have a baby?
Yeah. I don't see why not.
Mama had a chicken. Papa had a cow. Na. They didn't know how.
I feel like I should have heard that. That sounds classic.
Did you ever watch Cow and Chicken, the cartoon?
I didn't. That was on like Cartoon Network, right?
Okay, bro. I'm gonna explain this to you, okay? But I want you to listen. And I'm not messing around. This is real. Cow and Chicken are brother and sister. Their parents are legs.
Just legs.
Yeah. So the mum is just a pair of legs, like cut off at the waist, and the dad's just a pair of legs cut off at the waist. You only ever see this like a couple of times throughout the whole course of the run. Like every now and then you'll see the parents as just as legs. and they always need to like pee. They have to go pee all the time. It's so weird. And there is a devil with his butt out, like a naked devil that's trying to mess with them.
remember
Like,
the
that's
devil.
the cartoon.
That popped into my head. The devil, yeah, dude. Did the creators of these shows, did they like ingest anything before writing?
There was some major ingestion happening in the production of these cartoons, dude.
I think most of the Cartoon Network was put together with some hefty ingestion.
Yeah. I love Cow and Chicken, man. That's good stuff. Right, let's check this one. Ooh, okay,
no, it's not quite. It's not quite.
Oh, so close, dude. The little hooves are just like going over the top, you know?
When I look here, I can see it's like right at 4 blocks. So it can do 4.
Wow.
Maybe a sliver more, but not a trapdoor. Wow.
That's amazing, man. This is an insane horse. But yes, anyway, you must let my cow breed with, what is this thing called?
It doesn't have a name yet.
Can you call it chicken?
I could call it chicken. Let's do it.
And then cow and chicken can have a baby.
Where's my name tag? I got a name tag somewhere around here. We can do that. We can do that. Chicken. Chicken it is.
Bro, can we make baby, please?
Yeah, don't you need like a golden carrot or a golden apple? Oh, dude,
yeah.
I got gold. I got carrots. Like, we can do this. We can do this. You know how organized I am, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
the
dude.
organization will come, but right now, it's so lacking.
Me too, man. Me too. I got a chess monster, and it's just growing and growing and growing. Here we go. Love is in the air.
Oh,
And
oh,
I think...
oh, lovely. Hello.
Look how it's adorable.
Oh my
Hello,
god,
little
let's
one.
name it Pig.
No, dude, we got to stick with the Cartoon Network lore. The baby shall be named Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo. Oh my god. Oh, that was terrible, that show.
Uh-huh. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, he's like Elvis, isn't he? Oh my god. Hey, Jem. Hi.
Jam!
Hey, I heard you guys were making babies over here, so I
We are.
came to
Yeah,
say
we made
Johnny
a baby
Bravo.
with cow and chicken. We made
It's an
Johnny Bravo.
abomination.
somebody needs to stop Ren from naming things.
Oh,
Why,
dude, he's
Jem?
already an
Why?
adult.
Wow. Okay.
That did not take a lot. Hey,
We're
there we
friends
go.
first time. It's fate.
Now, what's its stats like? Because this horse ain't got no hearts. It ain't got no speed. It's got
Yeah.
a little bit of jump. Jem, have you seen my incredible horse over here? Its name
Is your
is
horse
Chicken.
good?
My horse is the best.
Why is your horse named Chicken?
Look at it go.
Oh, can I make a baby with your horse?
Everyone wants one now. We could try it. We could try it. Yeah, let's do it.
Ooh.
It might be a little bit tired though. It's just reared one.
Oh yeah, yours doesn't want any carrots yet.
Would you like me to give you a technical evaluation of its speed?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Dude,
so
I'm gonna-
cow.
Okay.
Cow is not letting me go anywhere because you only have one saddle. I got a saddle
there we go.
for cat. Right, cat. Right, so you have that. Okay,
Okay.
so cow is 10.2 blocks a second.
Okay. Is that good?
That's real good. Also, my one's
Good job,
just been
cow.
left up here. Dude, chicken. What's going on? I forgot what speed. I think mine's 12.4. So like the fastest is 12.43. Mine is 12.24.
Wow. Okay.
But that means cow's pretty fast. Like, you know, you
Yeah.
struggle to get ones above 10.
Right. Check Johnny, dude.
Come on, Johnny.
Check Johnny.
Come on, brother.
Come on, Johnny.
Oh, I'm seeing 11. Is that 11.3? 11.3. Nice. So it's actually like the average between our two, which is they changed the breeding stuff so that it would be closer to the average between the two.
Johnny, you will forever be a
Interesting.
disappointment to me.
Ren, how could you?
Speaking of which, Xisuma, I have come over with the purpose.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. What's
Your
on your
face.
mind? My
Your-
face.
Your face is on my mind.
You want a copper golem?
Okay, this is going to be difficult to explain, but Mumbo gave me a hoe called the Mum Ho Jum Ho. I'm making like a magic-inspired base, I want to have like things that are magical in the base. Okay.
Like a copper golem. Just so you know, it took me like a couple of minutes to cotton on that Ren was talking about my brand new face we have here.
That's it's a nice idea. You know, you use the pose of the copper golem.
Well, if you want to go if you want to go above and beyond with a
Yep. I want to go
a whole like
beyond.
armor stand thing, then
Yep. I do
okay,
wanna
he's
go,
doing yoga, he's doing Pilates.
I do want to go above and beyond.
So do you need a copper head? Oh my god, you want to kill me? That took me so long to cotton on.
I would like your
And the
cranium,
bed.
sir.
And the bed, just right here, right now.
If you wouldn't, ooh, dude, this is looking so sick. By the way, oh my goodness,
It's so sweet, right? One of the golems actually
Jeez,
disappeared.
man. Dude, your inventory is.
Yep, it's there. Okay, go on. Let's get this over and done with, Ren.
Let me just take a moment to absorb the inventory of the Xisuma.
It's now just a pile of beautiful rotating weirdness.
I love your face, dude. You are like never changed, dude. You are the actual best human.
Do you want another one
Nice.
for good luck?
Yeah, yes.
I think
will
do
take
you know?
another one, yes.
Let's do
I'll
a
take
few
another
here.
one.
I could take one. I could
Okay.
probably figure out how to use one at some point.
Okay, that's enough.
Yeah, so I've been chatting with Hoffen, right? Like Hoffen made me this skin. It was kind of last minute, and then I realized like, oh, I should have done what I normally done and like put the head on as well, right? You remember like Turtle
Yeah.
Xisuma and Xisuma?
Yep.
So then now I'm starting to think, right? If we go look at the golem, its head is like actually a slab. Do you think Hoffen could make like a model that widens, like it's bigger than the normal head, and therefore looks a bit more like a slab?
Yeah, like you say, it'll probably go halfway across your shoulders.
Yeah.
It'll look wild though, dude. It'll look like an anvil landed on you, man.
The columns, they now look like they had an anvil, like land on their heads
No,
and like
it
stick
cannot
a
be
pin in it.
unseen, dude.
Can't be
It
unseen.
cannot be unseen. Oh no, what have I done?
So cool.
Sweet,
Oh,
dude.
they're awesome.
By the way, I will be coming to you this week. I'm
Oh.
going to give you some homework before I leave, okay? I'm
Right,
going to be
okay.
coming to you for a magical item.
Oh, you went to Mumbo with this, didn't you?
Yeah.
I saw that.
I did. He gave me
You
the Mum
asking
Ho Jum Ho.
everyone for a magical item.
Yep.
And that's all the context you give us.
That's it. That's all you get. A magical. It can be of your choice. It can be anything. It could be
Oh my god.
It could be a berry. Whatever you think is magical.
I've got ideas already.
Nice. And then I'm going to incorporate it into my build in some way. It's going to be sweet, dude.
I've got an idea. Okay, that's great. I can get you a magical item, Red.
Sweet.
Nice.
Sweet.
Thanks for coming by, man. This was
No worries, man.
Feel free to pop by anytime, seriously. All right, another context required moment because I got Ren a magical gift beyond his wildest expectations. It was a devilish little prank, and if you want to see how I got him, go and check out his episode. It will be linked in the description box below. And after I did that little prank on Ren, we went and toured his base. That's a legit magical item though, right?
That is, I don't know if any hermit can top this. Oh, bro, this is perfect. That is, you have met the brief beyond expectation. I was
Brilliant.
expecting just a difficult block to find or something like that, you know, like this is so awesome.
Truly magical. Could you do me a favor though?
I could, yeah.
Could you give me like a explanation of what you're doing this season and what your base is about?
So yes, welcome to the magical city of the Rain Dog for season 11. Basically, the idea for my season is I'm going to build a city that is made up of 3 different districts.
Ooh.
And each of these districts is going to be representing a different school of magic. So this district is known as the Arcane District. And this is the block palette for it, blue and tough and stone. Then over on the other side of this area, I'm going to be building the next school of magic, which is going to be the Wild School of Magic.
And that's going to
And that's
have
gonna be
like
going-
a different build theme and color palette, right?
Exactly. It's going to be completely
Nice.
different. And then the final district is going to be the Abyssal District, which is
Sounds
it's
devilish.
going to be my favorite. It's going to be so metal, dude. It's going to be insane. And the Abyssal School of Magic cares about the magic of death and fire.
Whoa, that is
And-
very metal. Very metal.
It's basically going to be a Megadeth poster. That's the base going to be a
Nice.
Megadeth poster, dude. It's going to be
Nice.
so sweet. So this is the Enchantarium in the Arcane District, and it's the first magical facility of the city. And yeah, it's just an enchanting place.
But it looks so cool. Well, thank you so much for the
Exactly,
tour,
bro.
man. This base looks like fantastic start. Love the build palette here, and obviously there's more to come. Alrighty, back to the mineshaft. If you were listening to our discussion, I mentioned that one of the copper golems had gone missing, which is very curious, and so I brought it back into existence. But I did this using the waxed oxidized copper, and that's when I had a bit of a derp moment, and wow, rude interruption. I made this guy using the waxed oxidized copper block, and then I thought about all of these ones over here that I were letting age, because this was the end goal, that slowly they would turn into statues. And what a sight this is. They've all got little poses. This one froze in midair. That's amazing. Oh my god, look at it. It's absolutely wild. And when they're closer to a light source, they almost look even more oxidized, even though they're like the same stage. Anyway, I really want to collect these. I'm going to be using them for some projects in our copper arc. But what some of you have realized is that I just did this the dumb way. I just thought, oh yeah, it takes forever for these things to oxidize. You know, I learn about all of this stuff through my snapshot videos, but it's never the same as doing this stuff in survival. That's when you learn the real lessons and how this game works. Because here's what I should have been doing. I should have been doing it this way around, because this guy will very quickly turn into a statue. Sometimes it's almost instantaneous. I think they also need to be like standing on a regular block. Oh, and there it went. It just turned into a statue. So that was like 15 seconds. Why, hello there.
Hi!
Hi, you blended in better than I would.
You reckon?
I
Those are
mean,
good?
how long have you
Mark's
been here? I
nice enough
totally
yet?
didn't notice you.
If I told you I've been here half an hour, would you believe me?
No.
Dang.
But maybe.
Okay, about 10 seconds. I was tempted to say a boo or something like that, and I just decided to see how long it would take you to notice.
I tell you, if you'd have made a noise, you would have scared the life out of me, because every time someone
I
does that,
should
I'm
have
just
then.
like, I was like, oh, it just gets me.
I should have.
You
Dang
should
it.
have. Maybe next
Well,
time.
Maybe next time. I don't think you have enough copper golems. I think you're lacking in copper golems.
I literally don't. This is for a project where I'm going to need hundreds of these. So you're spot on.
Hundreds?
Hundreds. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna make like a statue archive and maybe a shop as well.
Oh.
But that's top secret
Oh.
stuff, Beau. We can't be
Okay.
talking. We can't be
Well,
talking about
I-
future plans right now.
Okay. I technically can I like buy one from you? I technically need one for my starter base.
You can have one right there.
I can have one?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
So-
Oh my gosh, you saved me so much time.
To be fair, these things are like really easy to bring into your world. It's like literally
Yeah.
block that, then shear it,
And then you shear it, and then it's in.
and you get a chest. Oh yeah,
Right.
feel free to take a chest as well. Although, yeah, no, if you're
Oh,
using a
thank you.
statue, you wouldn't get one. And look how quickly it
Yeah.
converted.
Okay. Well, yeah. How do you make it like an orange statue? If you deoxidize it, does that turn it alive again?
So you can't hold a shield. You got to take your shield off, then use an axe.
Yeah.
And you'll
okay.
do this, and then
Oh, and he still
bam.
stays a statue. So how does he wake back up again?
The last statue stage, you
Oh,
click
just
on it
moves.
one more time.
Oh, okay. So you can't bring them back to life in this.
No,
thing
that's
once
what I
they-
feel like. There's something missing there. The way it works is you bring them to life with these blocks. So if
Okay.
we go like this and then very quickly scrape
Yeah.
it, that's how you get one at the different stage, and then you can honeycomb it to
Right.
keep it that way.
Yeah, okay. So if you need a very specific color of a live golem, you're gonna have to just put the blocks down in that color first.
Yeah, start with this one, which you can get from trial chambers. So it's kind of not
Yeah,
not as
right.
difficult as it seems.
It's not too bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. I think you blend in rather well. If you were crouched in amongst a sea
do.
of iron golems, I think you wouldn't be caught.
I might have to try that somehow. Just
You
try
can
and
totally do it.
just try and spy on someone. Just put a crowd of copper golems nearby, let them get used to it, and then go and blend in.
Yeah,
It's
you're
a
just
great
missing
idea.
the little antenna on your head. Like get like a custom hat or something with little
That is in
antenna.
the
And you'll
works. I am
blend.
getting the head
Oh!
sorted out. Because I started with the
Okay.
visor, right? I had my
Yeah,
Doom
you
Guy
didn't have
visor.
that on before.
Yeah, and then it just hit me. It's like, this is the way I do it. I fully embrace the mob. So like, why have I not got the golem face here?
Right. I wonder where that, because like Ren's got a big like golem head in his farm. I'm assuming that's yours.
Oh, yeah, no, he got that off me yesterday. So yeah, that would be. How do you feel about using horses this season?
I want to use them for as long as I can. I kind
Same.
of did a similar thing like that in the earlier seasons as well. So I'm at no rush to get my elytra right now.
Awesome. Would you like to join
Yeah.
the club with the greatest name ever?
What's that?
The Naysayers.
The naysayers.
Okay, a bit of a context required moment here. Pearl was pretty keen on joining this club, but our conversation quickly got derailed. But so that you know what I'm talking about, when I was hanging out with Ren and Scar, we were kind of trying to come up with a name for a no wings club, like horses only. And half an hour after talking about this, someone in my Twitch livestream chat had clearly been thinking about it for a while. Bear, did you just come up with like the group name that we were discussing half an hour ago? The Naysayers? Oh my
For the
god.
Master card.
Someone just dropped in with the name for the horse group in my chat. Like
Go on.
30 minutes later, it just gives me this impression that they've been sat there like thinking about it, like coming up with a perfect name. The Naysayers?
Yes.
Okay, that's kind of funny. That's kind of
That's
funny.
so good. That's the one.
Well done, Bear. That's great.
Lock it in, boys. Lock it in.
The Naysayers. Nay to wings.
Okay. Sounds good.
Awesome.
But I love it. And thank you for the copper golem. This helps me a
Hey,
lot.
no problem. Yeah. Have fun.
Little guy. Thank you.
All right, see you around,
Bye.
Pearl. Bye. Well, that was a pleasant distraction. But I think I got my point across about the copper golems, and then with Pearl, we got to go into it in a little more detail. There is one other thing. I got a fantastic comment about using rails instead of carpets, because rails, I know they stop hostile mobs from pathfinding. I think it might be the same for the golem. So a good place to test this would be between two of these locations. This might also mess things up in the interim, so I've got to do this quickly. Oh, no, it went straight over it. Oh, maybe I wasn't quick enough. Dang it, or maybe it doesn't work. Like, that might not have been a good enough test. And I lost my leads. I've seen, like, no slimes so far this season, so I don't have any more leads to bring this fella back over. And, we need to fix something here. Okay, you wandered back over to this side of your own accord. Yeah, looks like rails is not going to stop them. But I appreciate the suggestion in the comments. Those are always welcome. It's good to do some trial and error, and learn things about this game. So nothing lost there, but that would have been nice. Rails, they fit the mineshaft aesthetic. We are now deep into this episode, and I haven't started on our main project. I think I passed through this room earlier, and you know that I'm doing storage, so these chests might indicate, the space that I've cleared out, the space that we need. Yes, this is the spot where it's going to go. It's going to be a very interesting design. I've gathered up... Well, that's the wrong chest. Lots of resources here. We're going to need iron for hoppers, wood for chests. We're going to have some redstone involved, but there is something very important I don't have, which is quartz. We need quartz for comparators. So in order to get going, I have like one more task to do. I'm going to take a trip to the nether. I'm going to play it on the safe side, put down a chest of all of this fancy gear in it, and just take in some unenchanted copper armor, some golden boots, and see what I can get. I have a horrible feeling all the nearby quartz might have been scavenged already. So I'm going to be recording my adventure here, but purely for the purpose of if something goes horribly wrong, I'll have it on record. And now I've seen that skeletons. Look at him being absolutely crafty, trying to hide from me. No, sir. Oh, quartz, endstone. That's a little unexpected. Ah yes, Wells, our hero, has slain the end dragon already and set up a way to get to the end. And look, quartz! Oh my god, it feels like it's my lucky day. Let's go ahead and do this then, shall we? I think I might leave my ender chest here. Look, I've got 2. That would just be so useful. This is the room in which you respawn in if you die. And that gives us a great incentive to turn this into a truly wonderful nether hub. But having an ender chest here for now would be fantastic, right? Oh, and I do need my fortune pick, so there is a chance that we'll lose something good here. And you know what, as soon as I think about it, like, I don't need more than 18 quartz, really, to get started. And, well, that's that job done. I have really over-prepared for this. It's quite funny, really, isn't it? So maybe I'll avoid some of the precarious stuff, lurching over a lava lake, and just get a few more bits and bounce. Well then, I've certainly chewed through some resources to put all of this together, but what you are looking at is 2 storage modules, and for the most part it's complete, and because this is a modular storage system, I can go ahead and expand it in the future. Now it's a little cramped in here, which is a shame because it's actually quite easy to see what's going on, but look, as I walk around here, it's like there's bits of redstone, there's not really a good viewing spot. Okay, actually I think over here might work. Yeah, this right here is a good place to start. You might recognize it. It's a classic Impulse SV item filter, but slightly modified. The comparator is usually here, reading the contents of the chest. It can do that through another block, and that just shortens the signal strength, which is important because it means you need less filler items inside of this large chest, because this is where we put the items to be filtered down below. So every chest you see across here in the module is a filter for items to be sorted into the space down below. So this has a locked hopper, which is this block right here. And because I'm using a combination of resource packs here, we can actually see the status of the hopper out the front here. Yeah, I have both vanilla tweaks and a customized redstone tweaks, which I really love for doing redstone. There's so much helpful stuff in here. And by the way, I've got a whole bunch of mods that slightly customize various things of the vanilla experience. I always see comments where people pick up on this stuff, so if you want to have the same setup as I have, which includes the copper GUI and some of the cool mods that I'm using, then I actually have a mod pack on Modrinth. It's linked in the description box for you to use. Also, shout out to Henkel Max for setting that up. It's awesome to share that with you. So Henkel, if you're watching, thank you so much, my dude. Okay, so back to the item filtering. I've now put some items in to balance this thing. Anytime we add another item, the signal strength expands and then items get drained down to the bottom here. The trick is to take an item out and then to put another one here at the bottom of the chest so that when the copper golem delivers items, they go in the front here. If there's already redstone, it doesn't add it to the stack, it puts it in at the front. So that's the item that gets drained down into the storage below. So as I want to add more items to the filter, this is what we do. We count out like 3 things that we're going to add in here. And then when those things arrive into the system, they just get drained down below. So when I was researching storage systems with the copper golem, there was a common practice of like hiding the copper golem from sight and also having these filters in practical places to reach. I actually just want to manipulate these while I'm interacting with my storage and figuring out what goes where. And that's reminded me of an important detail. I'm going to use moss carpet down here for now, but I might change it later on. We're going to put that over the top of these walls because this will raise the player up slightly. So when you're in the storage room, you're going to walk on top of this carpet and then you're going to be slightly higher up. Makes it easier to access these chest filters. You can actually reach them without, but sometimes it gets a little bit finicky because we're actually going to have some other blocks in the way. And obviously a copper golem is going to be up here going back and forth. So I'd mentioned that in other designs I'd seen out there, the copper golems tend to get hidden away. And we're of course trying to put them front and center. And so we're going to do this by hiding the barrel texture. I could have used a slab here or maybe even like a trapdoor for it to walk on. But we don't want to accidentally right click on that. So we're going to go with stairs. And wow, I think figuring out the lighting in this room is going to be kind of tricky. Let's spam a few torches back here for now so we can see what we're doing. Then the other place we're going to have stairs is here, and then the ceiling will sort of start in front of it. So this top part is connected to the ceiling. And this is the bit that I really love because we get to use a bunch of different blocks here, and we might let them oxidize a little over time. Just changing up the textures that you're using, like the rotation of these lightning rods. Those are the little details that tend to go a long way for breaking up repetition and stuff. So we're going to have that across the front here. And our copper golem is going to be kept in this area by a block. For now, I'm just going to make that a lightning rod because then I know it can access this chest, which it will do last after it's checked through these 9. So the copper golem starts over here. It can access that chest. I think it can actually access it if it's 1 block lower. This is the chest that it's going to get the items it needs to sort out of. Takes it from a copper chest and then tries to sort it through each of these chests one by one. So the player's experience will be putting junk into this chest and then seeing the copper golem go back and forth and being able to easily access those filters so that we can configure them from down here. And best of all, we will get to see the golem do its work as it's going to stay in this space. Let's get rid of the shield and bring you to life. And now you're ready to work, buddy. However, none of these filters are set up yet. And what's amazing is this little thing on the side here. We need signal strength 2 to activate the filter, which means that we would need 3 stacks and 54. And then any additional item would go through the filter, right? There it goes. And for now, I'm essentially going to disable these just by putting in a stack of stone, because if there is an empty chest, it will put any items it can't put into other chests inside of it. And that's what the chest at the end here does, because we can attach this to a hopper and then another copper chest like this, and that will then be over at the side of this one where we can have another golem working in the second module. But there's a really big part of this project that I haven't considered. I've been so focused on making this work. I've kind of forgotten about, like, how do I actually want to organize my items this season? That is not something I want to rush. So right now, I think we're just going to work on the aesthetics of this room some more. Let's lower our expectations a little bit. You might like how I've constructed this room. It's got a vibe, it's moody, it's a little bit gloomy, but I think it pales into comparison for what I've got planned for later on. So I'm kind of disappointed with this, and I'm still figuring out some details. Like, look, little bits like this will probably shuffle and change over time, but the general concept is now in place. It's a dark room, and we've sort of been forced to do this moss floor because we're hiding those wall blocks, and I'm not sure if I want to keep that or not, but there's not much of an alternative, and it does kind of work. So let's now talk about the logistics of sorting out our items, because you may have thought this, we could put more copper golems in the space up the top here, and then the sorter could work faster, but there is a big flaw with this. If a lot of items were to go into the same chest at the same time, the redstone behind it would then bleed over. This signal strength would get stronger and stronger, and it would influence the ones next to it and break their item filters. So what we have to do is throttle the items coming into the system to hopper speed. That's why there's an item elevator up here that feeds the items into the chest. It's now a little more hidden. The player doesn't have to stretch up. The player being me, of course. I can just dump my items into this barrel here and they'll get sent up. Now, what multiple golems up here will do is keep the speed decent when they have to travel a further distance. When you're getting items that need to go further down the line, it takes the golem time to go back and forth. So I might add a few extra up there. But according to my tests, if we add more than like 3 in this space, they will start to get in each other's way. And I think I'm actually going to show you some of my copper golem testing for another design in a moment. But let's check out the filters, because you might have noticed down here I got some blocks to show me what's what. And because this is a relatively small system, I've grouped up some materials together. So for the woods, it's like each one has 2 types inside of it. And here's what the filter looks like. There are so many different wood types, and there'll probably be a few more added in the future or something that I've managed to forget. But yeah, it takes up a lot of space. And then you'll notice with the stone blocks, what I've come and done is just dumped these in here, and then it drains it to the perfect amount. So now when wood items arrive here, they'll just drain straight down into the storage. If you're thinking like, oh, what if stone turns up here? Well, the stone gets drained in the very first one, so it shouldn't ever go further than this first row of chests. And here's this category. This is like the most filled up filter there is. It took a fair bit of time to craft all of these blocks, and I got some plans to put more into these, but I don't have all the materials to do that just yet. So this one's going to have like black stone and other nether bricks, but I just haven't accumulated them yet. The way in which I've been categorizing these is just by using the creative menu. So I came to stone and decided to mix all these different stone types together as they're presented, then deep slate. And so this is going to be a really handy anchor for me to group lots of blocks together. Now, before I realized that putting stone into these chests would be fine because it gets filtered out earlier, I was thinking about putting some non-stackable items in here. The problem with that, though, is that you can't fine-tune for an amount like this. This got me thinking about another type of storage system, because one thing we can't really do with the system we have is put a lot of non-stackables into it. In fact, we could put in 3 non-stackable items into a filter, and that would be the maximum. So what if you wanted to have a filter for all the different types of armor and weapons and tools, and maybe things like boats? You can't do that with this system. So this one was based on some designs where the copper golem was hidden out of sight, and we've rearranged things to bring them into focus. But this one is a lot closer to the original, because I realized you can just sort of take the specialness out of the back and then it functions the same way. But this one does function a little different, because here the chests themselves are the filters. So if you have stacks of items inside of them and you take them out, you must remember to leave one behind so it's still a filter. And it's this system here that I think is more suitable for non-stackable items. It's also modular. So see where this chest is on this side? If you build it again right next to the previous one, you can then attach a hopper here. So the golem stands on this mud block, which is used to reach the lower chest, which I think might have changed in a recent update. You would then have like a warped vine in the middle if you wanted to have multiple in the same spot together. That's just a quirk of the game. And so your copper golem is contained in this one spot. And if you set it up correctly, which I was never able to do, the copper golem will obviously take from the copper chest, but it'll always go to these 9 chests before it identifies this one at the back. So these are your filters. If they're empty, it puts items in. You can put your own items in to get them sorted. And then it'll see this empty chest at the back, which will always be empty because, you know, the hopper drains it into the next module. So if you're prepared to sacrifice a little bit of space, you can set this up without having to rely on that finicky direction-based mechanic that's tricky to set up. And of course, you'd have like blocks here and then blocks above to stop them from escaping. But this is the copper golem's path. So they will look at these 3 chests first, then those 3, then these 3, and then last of all, this one. And then we have a trapdoor here that's just there to stop them from reaching back into this chest, because otherwise they'll get over here and they'll start sorting items out of that one. So I'm sure you can imagine like a lot of time and effort has gone into this storage room, and I need to figure out how big it's going to be in the long run, because we can add like another module of this here for sure, and then maybe one more. But after that, I think I'm going to make this hybrid and use these ones too. So I've been looking at all of the items in the game. There is a heck of a lot of them, but I think we can make this work. I think we can squeeze it into one more module of this type, and then we'll have 3 of those other types I showed you a moment ago. And then we'll have a nice, compact, cozy storage room. But here's the thing, I haven't actually sorted any items yet. All I've done is set it up, so let's go grab some junk. So a lot of the items that I've been using to build out the front here have been set up in the filters, so we'll probably start with these chests and get them sorting. Here in this sped up footage, you'll see me opening some chests at the front. That's because I'm taking trips back and forth, dropping off some of the bulk items like cobble and stone. But then I decided that I would go and put a couple of extra golems at the top. And although they get in each other's way a little bit, it feels like overall this has sped things up, especially when you can see them marching across, checking all the chests going across to the other side. And I have moved all of my project chests now to this area. So we've got a bunch of stuff that still needs sorting out, but all those other item types we set up filters for, I've been chucking those items in, and they've been going through. They've been going over to this side as well, so the little transfer between this one and that one works too. It's all really promising, and I'm very keen to get this area expanded so we can try the other storage module real soon. But where I've been traveling back and forth, I've noticed there's been a little bit of vandalism here in our mineshaft corridor. Like, who's going around and adding banners to these shelves, I wonder? Oh, that is a glorious sight, seeing the moon pop up here. You know what else is a glorious sight? Me. Because yes, look, Hoffen has done it. I've got an antenna now. And what's super cool is that this has actually been applied to my helmet, so I get to keep the enchantments on my head too, which is awesome. That also gives it an enchantment glint, and I'm working on a way to get rid of that. But before we wrap things up here, I wanted to share with you a couple of clips from when I was hanging out with Tango. The 2 of us teamed up to build a witch farm. He needs a lot of redstone. I'm definitely going to need a lot of it later this season. It also doubles up as an XP farm, which is nice. But yeah, the two of us got together to build a witch farm.
There's the copper guy.
Hi. Oh my god. What do you think?
Hi. You're muted.
I am muted. Hi.
Hi. I think 90% of all interactions start with one person going, "You're muted."
Yep, pretty much. I thought I was unmuted, but hey, what do you think?
Uh-oh.
What do you think?
I love the helmet. You could absorb a direct bolt right to the forehead, and you're good now.
Yeah, I'm conductive. I got to be careful if it
That's-
starts thundering.
That's hilarious. I love it.
Oh, it's so cool, right? So
all right, we
cool.
doing this? We're
Yeah,
doing
man,
this,
let's
right?
do this. Let's do this. You need a witch farm. We need redstone. We both do.
Yeah, and gunpowder. Quite honestly, this is my early source of gunpowder too.
Oh, yeah. All right, this is Impulse's base then. But you guys are helping each other out, right?
Well, this is kind of our co-op start here. We did all this villager trading stuff, so I kind of homed up here.
I know who's guilty now
Of what?
of vandalizing my base.
How so?
I've got
yeah, I didn't
banners
know
in
who
my
did
base.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone did what?
Yeah, I think
We got it all in here too. Yeah.
I don't think it was you. I think it was Skiz.
No, definitely.
Skiz is the troublemaker.
Skiz wouldn't do it to his own area though. This is Skiz's area.
Oh, so someone's
And
come
he
here
didn't even
and
know.
hit you guys.
Yeah. He didn't even know that you
Oh.
could put the banners in the thing, so it's definitely not Skiz.
Oh, we've got a shelf pranker.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I want to say this feels like maybe Joel. I don't know.
It does feel kind of Joel. It does
A
feel
little
kind of Joel.
Joelish. Yeah.
It does feel like that. Hey, do you want to do a bit of? Do you want to do a little bit of show and tell?
Would love to do that. Yeah. Show me what you got. Oh, look at you, Copper.
And then
Look at the little guys
Yeah.
doing their thing.
woo.
That's so cool. They're all busy.
You see this
Yeah.
vandalism?
Huh.
Huh?
Yeah. Yep.
What?
Yep. Oh, look at you.
And
Proper
yeah.
storage room and everything. Look
Proper
at this guy
storage
go.
room.
Love it.
If you want to see more of us hanging out together, building that witch farm, go check out Tango's episode. That's where you can see all of that going down. If you have a theory about who might be responsible for this, of course, let me know in the comments. Although that might actually be something they put in their episode, so it might be really obvious. Oh yeah, and I've also been doing a little more building around the front here. What do you think of this so far? What's your impression of that? It's about as big as it's going to get. I am going to plop something in the middle at the top there eventually. But as of right now, I'd just love to know how you feel about this entrance to our mine shaft. Let me know with a comment down below. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Thanks for watching, people. Take care. Bye-bye.